What an absolutely insane tribal council. Hey, it's Ty Screams, and I'm about to give you a recap of what happened on season 48, episode 3 of Survivor. It's night 5, and Vula returns from tribal once again. Cedric pulls Mary aside, trying to comfort her and saying that she's a fighter, but she knows she's clearly on the bottom. And Say realizes that her alliance is pretty fragile. She sees her only path forward is to find the idol. It's the next day on Siva, and Camilla explains what a Chad is, but then David talks about his financial troubles and how he lives in a trailer in front of his dad's house. Joe notices the low energy and decides to build a giant bonfire to build some camaraderie. Star is clearly on the outs because when the fire is started, she's nowhere to be found. It's a beautiful day on Vula, and Mary wakes up wanting to find the idol, even though she hates finding things. Say makes it her mission to follow Mary. Say then wakes up the boys and tells them that they also need to be following Mary, and Mary turns it into a game, running around trying to evade them. After a boat ride with Mitch to try to find some fish, Kyle sees himself in a prime position. He's caught between two different alliances and also having an idol in his pocket. Eva tries to get some information out of Star, knowing that she has the beware advantage, but Star lies to her, and Ava drops the puzzlers' names as who they can go after. So Star goes to Bianca and Thomas and mentions this, spawning a plan around helping Star get the idol and then getting Eva out. For the immunity challenge, there will be a caller that guides 3 blindfolded members to find 3 bags. Then they unlock and complete a slide puzzle. Winners get more camp supplies as well as no trip to tribal council. Siva is able to get all of their bags first, followed by Lagi, with Vula in dead last. Lagi is able to complete the puzzle first, securing immunity. Vula is able to catch up to Siva on the puzzle, but it wasn't enough, and Siva wins immunity. Vula heads to tribal council for the 3rd time in a row. Jeff then announces a journey which Lagi gets to choose, so Bianca, Camilla, and Justin all head out and will be back at camp later this afternoon. Mary's first inclination when she gets back to camp is to play it cool and act like she has an idol, so she goes swimming. Say takes this bait and worries that she's not scrambling. Cedric tries to calm her nerves, because he doesn't want to go along with Sai's plan of wanting to split the votes onto Justin. The 3 arrive at the journey and must play a game of chance. They roll the dice and it decides whether they gain an extra vote or lose their vote. Camilla is able to gain an extra vote, with both Bianca and Justin losing their votes. Camilla immediately comes clean about getting an extra vote. Bianca lies to the tribe, but then pulls Thomas aside to tell him the truth. And then Justin comes back and lies about winning comfort, shelter, or food. It's a story that doesn't really make sense, and he feels bad for lying to Cedric. But Mary is committing to this bit of having an idol, and Say really worries about it, seeing the votes being split 3 ways, and Justin, who doesn't really have a vote, being the deciding vote. At Tribal, Jeff starts us off by asking why they're not working together as a team, and Mary comes forward exclaiming that she's clearly on the bottom. Mary's playing some mind games and really committing, which worries everybody. Jeff interrupts the council and says it's time to vote. They vote, and Mary plays her shot in the dark, which she is safe, and both votes read were for Mary, so they vote again. Jeff reads the second set of votes, and it's Justin and Say, a tie. So then Jeff reveals that Justin doesn't have a vote, and they're in a unique situation where Justin can't vote. So they vote for a 3rd time, Jeff reads the votes, and again, it's Justin and Say. This means the tribe is deadlocked. This enters a very weird situation where it's only a tribe of 4 and 2 people can't vote. So the decision then goes to Cedric, that if he can't choose between Say and Justin, that means he himself would go home. Jeff asks Cedric what he's feeling, and Say interjects, trying to save her game, pointing out how Justin lied to him and she's only told him the truth since the beginning. He says the only way he would move forward with Say is if she and Mary put their stuff to rest, and she agrees. This means that Justin is the 3rd person voted out of Survivor 48. Oh my God, that is the wildest tribal council I've seen in the new era. I literally I was up and I was standing and I was screaming, and it was unreal. I could not believe that they got deadlocked and Cedric was the deciding vote, and then he turned on his alliance in the end. I can only see that Say and Mary are going to work together moving forward, and they're just going to out Cedric. It only makes sense. Do you think Cedric made the right move by voting out Justin and keeping Say? Let me know in the comments. Thank you so much for watching. Be sure to like, subscribe, and tune in next week for another recap of Survivor.